I'm Stephanie Fairley. I'm the current president of the Junior League of Stamford-Norwalk.
And I'm Angelica Oxford. I'm the president-elect of the Junior League of Stamford-Norwalk.
What I find most intriguing, and I followed the group share all summer and was reading all the questions and all the conference calls because we were sort of going through our own strategic planning we didn't completely revamp it, but we were sort of updating it and trying to make it more relevant document that we could really work off of, and an annual plan that could come from that, was the broad conversation and some of the things that I found really inspirational, like focusing on an issue and focus instead of the little projects, and focusing on one, sort of one membership and getting away from the hierarchy, which we certainly have a problem with, was great. But it's interesting because it seems like sort of a different direction is going on here, and it's an interesting direction, but it wasn't what I initially focused on. So it's kind of been a revelation as to what the important issues are to the other leagues.
And like Stephanie, I find the most intriguing about the process of the strategic roadmap is that the AJLI is undertaking this effort, especially given our declining membership and the rated burnout that membership experience. I think that it's very important to give direction, and I appreciate the direction that the AJLI is giving us.
What I found surprising, and I haven't done the seminar yet, but listening to the discussion, the clear emphasis seems to be on the management and the governance board division, whereas I found like I thought some of the other points, like the focusing on an issue because leagues have lost their identity by doing done in a day or just by funding, and focusing on reducing the hierarchy in the membership, where you're not, the president isn't this, I don't have a tiara, but boy, oh boy, does everybody call me about every little thing. And I think that's great to flatten it out somewhat, to give everybody more ownership. So it's interesting to me that, and we'll see where the conversation goes, but that's an interesting focus to me. It wasn't what I saw.
What I find most surprising about the strategic roadmap process is the unwillingness of AJLI to provide even more direction. It seems that the leagues are going to decide what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and we have gone through this process that is very important to the sustainability of this organization long term, and it's an important process with very good suggestions, but they're leaving it more as not to when, but if, and I think that we should tell leagues that it's not an if, that you should do this, you don't have to do it today, but this is where the organization has to be, and we kind of all need to look similar, so that then this organization can really strive and substantiate itself. My aha moment was actually, I called it in our session a little dumb, but it was interesting because my big aha moment was as far as membership. I think that we all should be considered members of the Junior League. As a member, you should not be a retired member. So you should be a member for as long as you're able to help. So I've decided for myself, I'm not going to become a sustainer. I will continue to be an active role as long as I'm a member. And as long as someone can drive me or I can show up to help, lend a helping hand, I will do so. It will take different sides in different years, but I think that we all members and we should all stay members.
And my aha was that she informed me that I was never going sustainer either, so that was interesting. But it's a good concept, and we both have daughters who are similar ages, and we were like, wouldn't it be great if we're still active members of the league and they're the president in the PE someday? So it was an aha that she told me at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, really? I'm never going to be a sustainer? But I think it's true. I think we shouldn't have sustainers anymore by the time I want to be a sustainer, so I think that's her aha is a good one for me too.